Hi everyone now. This feels so strange. I suppose I should say hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been almost a year, I believe, or maybe just over a year since I last posted on my YouTube channel. And there's been no particular reason why I stopped posting. I got kind of busy and I kind of wasn't finding YouTube as fun as it was before. So a little break went into a huge long break. And yeah, but now I've been away for so long, I kind of miss it. So I wanted to say hi and thank you to all of you lovely people who have messaged me recently saying you miss me. And sorry, I'm using my phone to film this, so I do hope the quality's all right. But I really do appreciate all you lovely people for saying to me you miss me. I really didn't expect anyone to do so because I have such a small little following, but you're all so lovely. So I wanted to jump on here and say hi, check in with you all, and check how you're doing. I do hope the noise in the background as well. It is such a windy day outside. Doesn't put you off too much, but it's still, even though it's, sorry, I'm just going to have to move my hand. It's such a windy day, but it's still quite muggy in my house. So I've got to have the window open. So I really do hope that this doesn't put you off at all. It isn't irritating. But, and the light is going to go back and forth as well, because obviously I'm using natural light. I'm just in my living room and I haven't got any cameras up and all the rest of it. So it just is what it is. I'm using my new little phone. Well, it's not new anymore, but I'm not an iPhone user anymore. I've got the Google Pixel Pro. I don't know what you call it. So Alex bought me that. So I'm using that. But I want to check in with everyone and just see how you're all doing. As I said, it's been so long since I come on here. How is everyone doing in this pandemic? I mean, it's been hard for all of us, hasn't it? I mean, who would have thought this time last year that we would all be, well, a majority of us anyway, would have been quarantined in our homes, or as in the UK, I think in the US you more call it quarantine. In the UK it's like called lockdown. And who would have thought this time last year that this would have happened? It's been super scary, hasn't it, for everyone? Where Alex works, somebody has actually sadly passed away of COVID-19, of coronavirus. And it looks like other people in his office as well have had the virus. In the UK, I have to say, it's absolutely, the amount of people that have passed away from this has been nothing but shocking, terribly sad. And I mean, it's just been so horrendous for so many people involved. I've actually now been in my house from 2 weeks before they announced the lockdown in the UK. We were really slow to pick up on the lockdown here. So I've been quarantined in my house since 2 weeks before the lockdown in March, and we are now in May. So a long time. I'm very lucky enough to have a garden. You can see a teeny bit of it at the back there. I'm extremely lucky to have a garden, but so many people don't. So it must be so hard for people when you can't get outside and stuff. So I can, at least if the weather's okay, albeit in the northeast, it's normally a bit, the weather can be blinking rubbish, but it's been a bit better as of late. We've had some lovely sunny days. I've had some barbecues. What have all you guys been up to? We were also really lucky with shopping. We managed to book. We did like a yearly or 6 monthly delivery pass, and it kind of books your slot for you. I can't remember, it keeps your times the same, and it's through Asda. So we did that about a month before all this happened and booked like slots in advance. And thank goodness we did that, because getting shopping deliveries, getting things like loo roll, everything that you took for granted that was always so easy became such a stressful task, just like getting your normal weekly shop. It was absolutely bizarre. And we also, Alex and I also had a feeling this is all going to kick off in the UK. I was really following closely what was happening in China. And when I saw how extreme it was getting there, what we did, we didn't bulk buy, but we bought a couple of big bags of rice and pasta off eBay just in case it happened. That was it really. And then we just got stuff with our weekly shop, what we could. And we got a few extra bits a few weeks before the announcement because we just had a feeling that this would happen. And lo and behold, it did. In the UK, I hate to say it now. I mean, I can see so many people are not following the rules and people probably don't think it's going to ever happen to them. I have a horrible feeling at some point we're going to have a second wave. That is my sort of biggest fear. So I haven't been at work since 2 weeks before the initial lockdown. As you all know, I'm a contractor and I only get paid for what I do when I go in. So it's not like I'm getting paid and not being there and stuff like that. It's kind of, at the moment, it's kind of our choice. I used to, well, it was a hot desk environment, so I've had to change everything there. But I'm still waiting a little bit to see how everything unfolds and just how safe everything is. There's no rush for me to go back at the moment. I'm extremely, extremely lucky. Plus, I have a few underlying health conditions as well, so I have to be extra careful. Alex has been, when this is all announced from the lockdown, basically, where he's a contractor as well, doing something completely different to what I do, might I add, but he has also been lucky enough to work from home. They've basically said the whole office, near enough, his department is going to be home-based for the time being, for the foreseeable future. But what I do worry now is everyone going on public transport. I mean, my friend went back to work a few days ago, used public transport up here in Newcastle, and nobody was wearing a mask. I just think people are complacent and just don't ever think it's going to happen to them. So that is what worries me completely. But you just have to do your best and, yeah, try and keep yourself happy. I mean, I don't know about you. I've seen so many people be putting on social media. I don't know. Really, I don't know, getting super duper fit while this lockdown has been going on, which I do think is great, and being super motivated to do loads of stuff around the house and things like that. But I also think everyone deals with things in different ways. So if you haven't been able to do that, if you haven't felt like doing that, that's absolutely fine as well, I think. If you've just wanted to sort of like sit around on your couch or whatever and just watch films and Netflix and just binge eat for a little bit, obviously not all the time, for a little bit, that's fine, okay. So everyone deals with things differently. Everyone is completely different. So, yeah, I think we need to be less hard on ourselves. I mean, we've started sort of clearing out our garage, so I'm going to have to move my legs a little bit. We've just started clearing out our garage, and, oh my gosh, it's been an absolute nightmare. Well, for Alex, really, not really for me as such. But so loads of our stuff from our garage is moved throughout the house, but is what it is, you know. But I really, really do hope all of you are okay and keeping safe. And like I said again at the beginning, thank you so, so much. All you lovely people contacting me. I expected nobody to contact me or even even remember who I was. Do you know what as well? This is the first time in, I think, twice I've put makeup on and done my hair since all of this, you know, coronavirus started. Once when we had like a Zoom chat with Alex's family, and today I have been the biggest sloth of life. I'm not going to lie to you. I've probably worn the same jogging bottoms for like 7 days straight. You know, and I've been a real sloth. I really, really have. But again, that's okay. I'm not going anywhere, and you just got to keep yourself as happy as you can. I will have to at some point go back to work, but just going to keep an eye on the whole situation here, because I have a feeling we could, you know, especially in the UK, we've not had such a stricter lockdown as other countries around the world like Italy, Spain, and the amount of people that have passed away from this horrendous virus now for us in the UK, I think it's getting a total of 37,000, but the excess death rate is so higher, you know. Another reason as well I haven't been doing YouTube as well, a lot of things, even though it wasn't as fun for me, so I sort of took a break, was that, I don't know, I was getting a little bit of hate here and there, which, to be honest with you, didn't really bother me loads. But I also was going through some sort of tough times in my life. We've actually sold our other home we had, or home we were renting a place out. Our first ever home we bought together, we were renting it out, and that was interesting, shall we say. We had a lot of bad luck with that. And basically last year, I can't remember what year it was, everything's gone a bit of a blur. I think it was towards the end of I last spoke to you last, and we almost lost everything. But at the moment we turned the corner. When I say lost everything, we were sort of, I think, we almost lost everything. I'll go into that maybe a bit more in another video. But we've turned the corner now. Alex has had some good jobs while he's been up here as a contractor, really, really good jobs. I've been in work, albeit I don't enjoy it where I work at all. I'm not going to lie to you. The attitude of where I work, it's not good for your mental health, if that makes sense. I will go into that maybe another video at some point, but I've got to learn, it sounds awful, to care kind of less and shrug it off, and everyone makes mistakes and is what it is. Try not to think about it too much. But yeah, I really do hope everyone's okay. I'm still into all my wax melt stuff and things like that. I'm not as much into candles nowadays. After I moved house and I saw all the soot on the walls and things like that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just such a mess. I can't do this anymore. But I love, love, love my wax melts. But I've not been burning them as much recently, but I've started to again. I've got so many in my stash. My favourite ones, I still have to say at the moment, from Scentsy Soy Wax. I still love their stuff. Such a good price and gorgeous, gorgeous scents. I'm still into a bit of like the YouTube drama stuff and things like that, not as much as I was before. I guess I've just grown a bit bored of it. As you get older, you change and evolve. And yeah, I'm not as into everything, all of that stuff as much now. I just don't really care. So what I'm going to be putting on this channel going forward, just a bit of just what I feel like, what I feel happy to put out, if that makes sense. I do definitely have some videos now and I look back that I kind of regret a little bit doing, but you live and you learn. Plus, I'm getting older now. I'm in my last year, or less than a year, of my 30s. Can you believe it? So what I was interested in a year or so, 2-3 years ago, I'm not as interested in now, which is also fine. And also another thing I was going to bring up really, really briefly with all of you. Can you believe the amount of now YouTubers? A lot of people in the drama community do it, actually, and no tea, no shade, shall I say, to any of those people. Do what you want to do. Trish is one of them that does it as well, but all these YouTubers now that do OnlyFans. And I had actually no real clue. I know, how crazy am I, how naive. I had no real clue what OnlyFans was. I thought maybe it was some pictures that are a little bit risque and stuff like that, but oh no, it's literally everything. It's basically full on PN. And I had no clue. I don't know how I was that naive to not know. And my gosh, what do you think about all these, I don't know, people doing it? The only thing, look, I've got no problem of any of them doing that kind of stuff. The only thing I worry about for these, not say worry about, but it sort of brings to mind, is that it's sort of like a quick buck for now. And you can make loads and loads of money maybe doing it. And I completely get it. You know, earn your cash, earn that coin and do whatever you can. But I do think that maybe in the future, maybe not now, maybe 2, 3, 5 years to come, people might look back on that and think, why on earth did I do that? Because once it's out on the internet, it's there forever. And I do think that could be, I don't know, I think some people could maybe think, oh my gosh, why did I do that? But I wanted to jump on here anyway. I'm going to have to go. I just wanted to jump on and say a quick hi, a quick catch up. Hope you're all staying safe. I do miss you all, and I'm going to be back really, really soon. I'm going to get this edited as quick as I can. My computer's gone kaput, so that's going to be interesting. So Alex can try and sort that out for me. So I'm going to try and get that up this week. I do hope you can hear me okay on this camera, on this phone, sorry. And I want to do more vloggy type videos as well. And so if the quality is good enough on here, I will continue to do videos on this one as well, and my other better camera, which I haven't used it in so blinking long. I can't remember how to use the camera. I can't remember how to edit. And do you know what? When I do eventually go back to work, before that makes me feel absolutely blinking sick, I can't remember Jack, S-H-I-T either with that. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm gonna, I don't know, relax the rest of the day, but I'm gonna definitely have some more videos coming up. I'm gonna try and do some vlogs. I will be talking about, even though I said to you I'm not into YouTube drama as much, which I am not, I will still probably talk about topics I'm interested in, but it's not gonna be like loads and loads of drama vids, you know? But like I said, I'm a bit older now. I'm a bit more, I wouldn't say I'm more grown up, but I'm getting older. So can you believe it as well that when how on earth did this happen? How can I be 39 years old? It scares me. How does this happen? And you can probably tell from all the lines and stuff I had on my face, this is what a real person at 39 looks like, with no Botox, no lip injections, no anything. You know, I've never had a thing done, and I don't intend to either. But if you want to do it again, that's fine. Do what you got to do. So I'm squinting a little bit. It's getting a bit bright in here. But the one thing I am missing for sure, at the moment in the UK, sort of supermarkets, garden centres and stuff like that can open. But I'm looking forward to my hairdressers reopening. I luckily got my hair done literally a couple of days before all the hairdressers closed. And thank goodness I did, because otherwise, I tell you what, right now, my hair would look atrocious. It's not looking the best now. I don't know if you can see, I do have a bit of regrowth going on, which is fine. I leave my hair about 3 months between appointments. So it's not the, God, it's so bright in here, not the be all and end all. But, oh, I do hope they open soon so I can get my blinking hair done. But as long as you're healthy, that's the main thing. So I've really, really, really have missed everyone. And I promise I'll start uploading more frequently. So anyway, I hope you all are as safe as you can be. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.